Good day to all of you, Mr. and Miss panelists and advisors. I want to introduce to you the members of Group 4, Mr. Jesus Laroga, Mr. Jerome Dones, Mr. Darrel Estebal, and me, Majz Depaudhon. We are here to present the Capstone Research entitled ilert Web Application Class Monitoring System with Facial Recognition. Let's start with panel's recommendations. We look forward po dito sa mga recommendations such as attendance monitoring system, change into class monitoring system. Next is adding profile of students or faculty. Next is adding user log. And lastly, add more RRL and SSS.
I am Jerome H. Dones, the one of the researcher for Group 4. And for the introduction, the face is a person's identity, and attendance and punctuality have been key features for all employees and students throughout history. It is not only difficult but also time-consuming. There is always a possibility of proxy attendance due to the vast number of individuals. In recent years, traditional methods of managing student attendance have proven to be difficult. The issue of automatic attendance marking has been widely addressed in recent years through the use of standard biometrics. Hence, the accurate recognition of a person is the sole aim of a face recognition system. The system presented in this study aims to differ from such traditional systems by introducing a new approach to identifying a student through the use of a face recognition system. It will explain how the face recognition system, which will be used as a web-based system in a classroom or office setting. Attendance and punctuality are essential characteristics for all students. They must be at work on time because not doing so has a negative impact on their morale and productivity. Excessive or unauthorized absenteeism or tardiness in the workplace is grounds for disciplinary action. This process, however, has the potential to have a cascading effect on the entire organization. It takes a lot of time to manually take attendance of students using the attendance sheets provided by the teachers in class. Furthermore, it is quite challenging to confirm if each authenticated student is in fact responding or not in a large classroom setting with spread branches. The goal of this capstone or thesis is to create for Rizal Technological University an offline facial recognition-based class monitoring system, Python programming language, the OpenCV library for image processing, Flask for building web applications, and Pandas and sklearn for data analysis will all be used to build the system, and the equipment will be installed at the university's entrance or inside the classroom, where it will photograph students as they enter the structure. The system will then use OpenCV to process the image. And then for the statement of the problem, traditionally, students' attendances are taken manually by using attendance sheets but given by the faculty members in class, which is a time-consuming process. Moreover, it is very difficult to verify one by one student in large classroom environments which distributed branches whether the authenticated students are actually responding or not. So, as I said, absenteeism has a big impact on the students' productivity. They may miss out on the knowledge and activities that their professor could have provided that day. These instances leads the student not just making their lives more difficult, but also leads them into failure. This would also mean that there would be lesser and disconnected concept of learning.
So right now, let's move on to significance of the study. But before that, my name is Jesus Laroga. So in this section, we were going to define the research questions and objectives that the project aims to address, identifies the specific problems or issues that the project aims to solve, which in turn helps to focus the research and develop a clear understanding of the project's purposes. So for the first bullet, the system will bring benefits to Rizal Technological University by providing a more efficient and accurate way of recording student attendance. And as a prestigious university, this will enhance campus security and contribute to the advancement of facial recognition technology. Second, the faculty and staff will also benefit from the system by reducing their workloads in recording attendance, allowing them to focus on other important tasks and responsibilities. Third, the system will also provide students with a more accurate and reliable way of tracking their attendance records. It will also enable them to take appropriate actions if necessary, such as making up for missed classes or submitting appeals for any discrepancies. Lastly, to the department or authorized person who will use the system. So they will have access to timely and accurate attendance records, enabling them to monitor and evaluate student attendance more effectively. So overall, the system will bring benefits to the university, faculty and staff, students, and the designated department or authorized person as it will improve the accuracy and efficiency of attendance recording, enhance campus security, contribute to the advancement of facial recognition technology, reduce workload, and provide more reliable and accurate attendance records to various stakeholders. So for the methodology used, we use the agile methodology since we know that it is suitable for this project as it allows for flexibility, collaboration between developers and its client, and common improvement to the system itself. So in which it is essential for the development of an effective and efficient class attendance monitoring system. So this is the representation of the agile methodology. So on planning, we discuss project goals, scope, requirements, risk, created timeline and budget, and broke down tasks. So for the requirements analysis, we analyze system requirements and develop users' needs to capture functionality from end users' perspective. For the design, we made wireframes and design prototypes based on the user needs, and we solicited clients' feedback for design validation. For the development, we coded system using iterative development, testing small pieces at a time, and we held daily stand-up meetings to discuss progress and address issues. So for the testing phase, we conducted rigorous testing for each module and functionality, including unit, integration, and system testing to ensure correct function and meeting requirements. For the development phase, we deployed the system in test and virtual environment, and also we conducted user acceptance testing to meet the client's needs. For the maintenance phase after the deployment phase, we will going to monitor, maintain system, addresses issues or bugs, made improvements based on the feedback, and conduct regular performance tuning and security updates for ongoing functionality and security.
Survey results. As you can see po, we have tabled questionnaires and each question helps us to know if our system is good enough or lack of something. We also gathered comments and recommendations from our respondents to give space for improvements. The survey result was conducted to gather feedback and opinions on the proposed implementation of class monitoring system with facial recognition at Rizal Technological University. In terms of functionality, dependability, usability, portability, and maintainability, the program is generally favorably according to the respondents, although there are certain areas that might be improved.
Recommendations. With the help of the recommendations we offer in the next phase, the system usability, features, and functionality will all be enhanced as well as its learning curve, reliability, and overall effectiveness. The researchers believe by putting this suggestion into practice, the system may become even more beneficial and useful for its users. Conclusions. The development of an offline facial recognition system for class monitoring in Rizal Technological University is a significant contribution to the field of education. The system provides an efficient and reliable tool for monitoring attendance, which is crucial in ensuring that students are effectively participating in class discussions and activities. Overall, the offline facial recognition system for class monitoring in Rizal Technological University is a promising development that can contribute to the improvement of education systems. It has the potential to optimize attendance monitoring and aid in student performance tracking, which can ultimately enhance the quality of education provided by the university.
Good day, everyone. Good day, panelists. So, my name is Jesus Laroga. I'm the one who's going to demonstrate to you our working system. Our main function on this system is face recognition. And as you can see, we use Python as our main programming language on our system for it to make it flexible on migrating into something. So, but initially, we intend to deploy this system locally. But if you wanted to migrate it into cloud services, since we use Python and our system is web-based, it will be easier to migrate it into something that you would like. So much for that. Let's go ahead and run this program. So as you can see here, since we are just creating a virtual environment first, the Flask web development or the Flask is going to generate us a development server for us to have a insight. So once it's already been running, so just click on the local host that was given by our code. But do not worry, once it was already been deployed, we can actually just connect it to the university's database. So right now, we are on the login page. As you can see, there is no registration button since we have mentioned on our documentation that the credentials will be going to get on the department that was assigned to administer this program. So if you're an employee or if you're a professor on this university, you can just actually request for a credential for the department that was assigned for security purposes, of course. So much for that. We have here an end user agreements license or end user license agreement. So once you click on this agreement, you will going to go to end user license agreement page. This is essential for the developer and also for the clients so that they will not be or they will going to have a limited liabilities once there's a security breach or something. So once you click I understand, you will going to go back to the login page. Once you log in on the credentials, so for this example, we have admin as username and admin123 as our password. So just click login button. So once you are in the main page of our system, you're going to direct or redirect to the attendance page or home page. So as you can see, the page itself is refreshing at its own since we needed that to have a real-time insight on who's the student list or attendance record. So kapag clinic tong add student, ito yung page na mag-a-add ng student si professor. So we have a student ID text field and also student name text field. So for example, 2019-100748 and my name is Jesus Laroga. And I almost forgot, kung makikita nyo po dito sa ating folder, which is the folder ng ating system, automatically, do not worry, once we make this one executable file or once we deploy this, automatic na may mag-generate na directory or folder since nakalagay ito dito sa function na ito. So do not worry about that. So kung makita nyo, wala pang phases na naka-record dito sa ating directory ng static phases. So once na mag-add tayo, yan, click on add student, wait for at least 2 to 3 seconds since nagra-run yung algorithm namin dito. Then may magpa-prompt or magpa-pop up na camera. So as you can see, ito na yung camera. Ngayon try naman natin i-detect yung muka or i-register yung muka ng estudyante. As you can see then, we make this 50 image captured para maging accurate yung data or yung mukha ng estudyante na mare-register for traffic purposes of the system. So once it is already done, makikita na po natin na mag-close automatically yung ating camera or video streamer. So right now, nasa student list na tayo. So as you can see, meron naka-register na dito. And we also have a delete button. So once na siguro nag-drop out yung estudyante, that's the time na magde-delete or nagkamali. Instead na i-edit mo since makita natin na nandito na, nag-create na ng folder si system. Makita dito yung mga mukha. So ang pangit naman kung i-edit mo rin yung buong data ng estudyante, pero yung sa mukha naman niya ay hindi ma-edit. So ang pinaka action plan talaga namin doon na ginawa is delete button na lang, then add student na lang ulit. Then meron din tayo once since natalakay na natin dito yung functionality ng backend na nandun na siya, naka-record na siya sa ating CSV file or sa ating database. Ngayon, nandito na tayo sa attendance. So, once we click on this take attendance, automatic na mag-generate or may magpa-prompt na camera sa ating PC or laptop. So, once na naklik yung take attendance, ito na yung camera. So, automatic na madedetect niya yung tao or yung estudyante. So, as you can see, once we refresh this, automatic na magkakaroon na ng data dito. And yung time and also yung date sa ating database. So, kung makikita nyo naman dito, andito na yung ating attendance. Ayan, nag-create na siya. So much for that. Let's move on to manual attendance. So, ito yung request ng aming advisor na ilagay since tinanong niya kami kung paano kung magkaroon ng technical difficulties yung professor or yung authorized personnel na i-access yung camera sa kanyang end or something like that. So, paano na lang yung estudyante, paano magkakaroon ng attendance yung estudyante. So, ang pinaka-action plan na ginawa namin doon is magkakaroon kami ng manual attendance. So, right here, hindi yung credential ng login page yung inilagay namin dito since for dagdag security na rin, paano kung yung MIC ang may hawak or yung ibang department ng may hawak, wala naman siyang estudyante na hawak. So, kaya ang ginawa namin dito is employee user. Magkakaroon tayo. So, for this example, naghula-hula lang kami ng employee number ng RTU, then login. Then, kapag na-login and na-authenticate or na-verify na tama yung login credentials, mapupunta siya dito sa manual attendance form. So, paano pag mali? Ano yung nakalagay? So, ang nakalagay dito is invalid username or password. So, dito, i-add ni ni professor yung attendance manually, ay ang nakalagay lang sa atin dito na data si Gs Laroga. So kapag nag-add tayo ng ng attendance ng bata manually, add lang natin yung name, Jesus Laroga, then yung student ID. Then magpo-prompt ng success, or kapag walang nakita, for example ganyan, student not registered. So attendance, kung makikita po natin, ayan po. Nag-attendance na tayo kanina, so hindi nag-update since magba-backlog lang siya kapag nagkaroon ng traffic na ganun. So, once na nagkaroon ka na ng attendance naman, kahit hindi na i-update ng system since meron ka na attendance previously. So, sa logout button, syempre mapupunta ka ulit sa login page. So, pag binaba mo yung web server natin or yung system natin, makikita natin dito yung mga ginamit namin para sa paggawa ng system, and also for sense of ownership, meron kami dito nilagay na ilert. Kami yan, for example, mga developer. Python, our main programming language. So Flask for web development, and MySQL for back-end development. So right here, meron ding sense of ownership ni client, which is RTU, and also yung copyright. Then sa about, andito rin yung about ilert, or about the system itself, or the facial recognition system. So that's all our functionalities and of our system. Thank you for listening.